Boys, let me tell you a story. I got a crazy knock on my door the other day. You know who it was? Gianni Infantino. He said, Bello, I got the plays for you, okay? I know you guys got the best famige in the whole world following MBH Bets. You guys are the best. I want to give you guys the exact plays you need for the Dreamer this week so that you can go into the World Cup and maybe afford World Cup tickets. Because, bro, those things are pure expensive, bro, okay? With that being said, I have a 15-leg parlay that is 823x your money.
I got an international break parlay that is 13 legs, 432.8x your money.
I'm putting $200 to return $164,697.84.
I'm putting $50 to return $21,640.09.
You're welcome. The bank just called. Gianni Infantino just called. Your nonna just called. Your mama Zuch just called and said, bro, you hit a Dreamer? Yeah, of course you did, because you followed MBH Bets. Welcome back to another episode of the Last Leg podcast, brought to you by MBH Bets, baby.
Woohoo!
Last week, we bounced back. I was below 50%, I was 48%. Cesar was in the low 60s. We were both 70% this week, which is pretty much our average, which again, for find me cappers that are doing better than that, you get punched out if you do. Now, next thing. Guys, this week, we had crazy numbers. Almost 6,000 views on the episode last week. And guys, 60% of you that were watching did not subscribe or were not subscribed. So please, if you made money last week, and I know you did, I'm going to give you a second to subscribe right now. Bang, you're welcome. Subscribed. Guys, it's International Week. We did our best to pull games and bets that we liked from this. Obviously, it's pretty interesting because it's a mixture of teams still looking to qualify and then just friendly matches, right? So obviously the teams that are looking to qualify, those games mean a lot more. The friendlies, some of them we feel like have some meaning because players are trying to book their place in the squad for the World Cup. Other ones just seem like literally friendlies, but we've extracted a lot of value here. So, I mean, generally speaking, we do well in international breaks. So let's get right into it. We're starting off with the Thursday matchup of Turkey versus Romania. This is a Euro qualifier for Group E. No, sorry, not Group E. I'm not sure what group it is. Anyways, both teams looking to qualify for the World Cup. Turkey, Romania. Guys, I mean, Turkey is they're the favorite by a mile. Much better team than Romania. Talking to some of our people, they think that this could be one of the trap games. I don't believe it. So I am going Turkey on the money line at 1.4. And then I'm also adding in Arda Güler for a shot on target at 1.6. He is their center attacking mid. He's very attack-minded. He will have a shot on target. This guy will rip shots from 20, 30 yards out. I'm betting on at least one of them to hit the goalie, okay? If that happens, I hit. Those are both my plays here. Sees what do you got?
He's also been a very good asset for Real Madrid this season, having a very underrated season because obviously he's playing behind Mbappe and Vinny and those guys. But nonetheless, Turkey in the Group E qualifying finished second place. They had 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. And they scored 17 goals and conceded 12. Romania in Group H finished third place, and they had 4 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Turkey are strong at home. This is a home game for Turkey. It's a one-off semifinal, basically. They're aggressive attacking, and they average about 2.8 goals per game. Romania is a more balanced team, but very much weaker defensively. Historically tight, low-scoring, physical Eastern European matchups. Slight edge Turkey here, and that's why we're taking Turkey money line. I would just be taking Turkey money line here at 1.4. I think it's good value. They should get the job done. 1-0, 2-0, easy there.
All right, moving on, we have Czech Republic versus Ireland. Guys, this is one where I'm going to go a little bit against the grain, okay? Czech Republic, heavy favorites. I think they're getting that home advantage. Like the odds, the bookmakers are looking at the fact that they're at home. But Ireland had a crazy qualifying campaign, qualified literally in the last minute against Hungary. They were losing the game, come back to win 3-2. Troy Parrott, their striker, with a hat trick that game. Insane. So I'm going to go with them because I think they're riding high right now. You're getting amazing odds. Ireland to qualify is 2.52x your money. Insane value there. Again, but looking at the fact of they are riding hot into this qualifying match. And then another thing I also love here is Troy Parrott shot on target at 1.6. So those are both my plays. Ireland to qualify, Troy Parrott shot on target. In my baby dreamer, you're going to see just one of them. You're going to see just shot on target. And in my dreamer, you see both of them. When you combine Ireland to qualify and Parrott with a shot on target, it's like over 3x, almost 3.5x your money. I love this. They are the underdog and they have all the momentum on their side. I'm going with Ireland here.
Yeah, Ireland, obviously, the last 3 games in Group E, they won. They beat Portugal 2-0 at home. Troy Parrott scored a brace in that game, then scored a hat trick against Hungary, eliminated Hungary, who were in the second spot. Nonetheless, they were second place, 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 Ls. Czechia qualified via the Nations League route, so they weren't dominant in qualifiers. Czechia are good at home, and they have some guys back. I believe the guy from Lyon is back, Sulch. They have Patrick Schick. They have Sufal. They have Suchek. They have a decent little squad, but Ireland just have that grinta, you know? They have that pizzazz about them, that energy, whereas I don't think Czech really have that. So I like Ireland or draw, double chance at 1.83. That is great value for eliminating 2 of the 3 money line odds. I love double chance there. I think Ireland can get it done. They have a solid team, basically a Premier League / Championship all-star team. A lot of solid guys that start for their clubs. They have their goalie's actually pretty good, Kelleher.
Yeah,
plays for
it's
Brentford.
A lot of Brentford and Everton players.
Yeah, basically. So I like double chance Ireland at 1.83 odds. And if you like, I like Parrott 2 shots at 1.42. Not shots on target, just to take a couple shots. Is a great value there as well.
Yeah, I like that as well. Yeah, listen, you're going the safe route there. I'm going more for some heavy odds. Okay, moving on to game 3. We have Denmark versus North Macedonia. Guys, I'm not thinking too hard here. Cesar's going to give you all of the analytics and the reasons why, but we're both on the same page here. Denmark, money line at 1.32. They're at home. And guys, North Macedonia, they're not going to pull another knockout Italy, knockout Denmark here. Okay, Italy's skeef. Don't worry about Italy. Don't think about that qualifying head-to-head because that means nothing here. Denmark is a much stronger team, much better players, top to bottom. So I'm not thinking too hard here. I'm going Denmark on the money line at 1.32.
Yeah, Denmark finished second in Group C in the qualifying, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. North Macedonia finished third. It was a bigger group, so they get that extra qualifying. They finished third with 3 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. Denmark is elite at home. They have a solid team. They also have Check the Dreyer on their team, Anders Dreyer.
My GOAT.
I don't even know if he starts in this game. He might come off the bench, but regardless, they have Højlund, they have Dolberg Kasper. They have a bunch of solid players. So I'm taking Denmark money line and over 1.5 goals for 1.53 odds. So if they go up 2-0, that's an easy early payout for us.
Okay, we're moving on. Game 4, one that I hate to talk about. Okay, guys, this game right here is going to decide how my summer goes. Literally. Italy versus Northern Ireland. Boys, you see the jersey I got on. You see, you know already. Zio Tony, okay? You know what I need to happen here. It's not what I want. It's what I absolutely need to happen here, okay? Generally speaking, I wouldn't want to touch this game because I would want to just enjoy it from a fan's perspective. But I feel like not betting on this game is like bad luck. Like at the end of the day, like I'm a sports capper. This is what I do. You know what I mean? So if I don't have faith in my team to get the job done, who the hell am I? I'm not real. So you know what that means? I got Italy on the money line at 1.3. Okay, like I'm never taking a money line at 1.3. I'm literally taking this because A, Italy should get the job done, but B, I'm also doing it because they have no choice, dude. They have no fucking choice here. Italy has no choice to lose this game. They're at home against a Northern Ireland side where you can barely name any of their guys. Their best player, Connor Bradley, who is a Liverpool, I wouldn't say he's a starter. He comes off the bench. He's injured. So literally their best player is injured. They're playing away in Italy. And yeah, they qualified via the Nations League. Like Italy, come on, man. I can't believe like it's the books get it. Like the books are pricing money line here at 1.3. And that's that's good. That's what it should be. But it's like us Italian fans are so jaded.
Bro, you're still yapping?
Bro, I'm talking about, it's coming from my heart, bro.
From your quale say heart in Italian?
My cuore.
Your cuore?
Yeah, bro, because, dude, if this was Portugal in this situation, you'd be doing the same thing with that ugly-ass jersey.
Anyways,
Anyways,
we're not in that situation.
Italy, money line at 1.3. Take it all the way to the bank, and that's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck you have to say, you
Despite
loser?
Italy's call-up, Gattuso, Schkief call-ups, their quality still is way better than Northern Ireland's. Okay, not the greatest Italian team I've ever seen, but nonetheless, 4 goalies should get the job done for them. I
Don't laugh at your own jokes, eh?
I'm sorry.
Like,
I like Italy money line here at 1.32. I also like under 3.5. It's just a little juice it up because I don't expect a lot of goals in this game. I expect Northern Ireland to literally just sit back and probably take this game to pens as much as they can. Italy's going to be on the forefront, just knocking on the door. Like, ma, Italy's here. I'm trying to qualify for the World Cup.
Ma, I'm outside. Open the door, ma.
And there's one thing about this Italy national team. Not even Italy needs this, okay? St. Clair and Woodbridge need this. We need this for the summer. I need Italy in the World Cup so I can party on St. Clair if they win. If they qualify, they actually might have a chance of winning the World Cup because we saw what happened in 2006 and we saw what happened in Euro 2020.
Gotta
Okay?
give context though, guys. Woodbridge, St. Clair, these are areas in and around Toronto where we live that a lot of Italians are, and we like to party when they play.
Literally called Little Italy.
Yeah,
Little
exactly.
Via Italia. But anyways, yeah, Italy money line on under 3.5 goals. I expect an easy Italy win here. Not easy, but a 1-0, 2-0. They should get the job done. And then there's one more game they have to play to qualify.
Yeah, easy. We'll get there when we get there, okay? All right, moving on to game 5. We have Poland versus Albania. Guys, again, I'm not thinking too hard here. I'm going with Poland to qualify at 1.31. I think they can get it done in the 90 minutes, but I'm taking qualify as that little extra safety measure. Yeah, just a better squad overall. Historically, they dominate. You have Lewa, who's coming into form with Barca, coming into the squad. Just better team overall, and I'm going to just go based off the fact that they're at home as well against an Albania side who has some talent, definitely is a really physical team, but so is Poland. So I'm going to go Poland here to qualify at 1.31.
Yeah, I think Poland at home here, they just have way more experience, better suited players for this type of matchup. Albania is not a bad squad, but I'm going to go experience here. Poland to qualify at 1.31.
Okay, we're moving on to the 6th game where we have Slovakia versus Kosovo. I am going against the grain once again. I think Kosovo qualifies, but to be safe, I'm going to go Kosovo double chance at 1.78. I watched a lot of the European qualifiers leading up to this point because we were betting on them a lot. And Kosovo surprised and beat some pretty big teams and got some pretty good results against some guys. Like they beat Sweden away, which was pretty crazy. And then, overall, when I look at their squad, they truly have a lot more players that I'm familiar with and who are in form in comparison to Slovakia. So I think they actually qualify, but I think the safer play where there's a ton of value is Kosovo double chance.
Yeah, Slovakia finished second in Group A with 4 wins, 0 draws, and 2 losses. Kosovo finished second as well with 3 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. They're very even, in my opinion, but I think Slovakia has a much more aging squad with guys like Lobotka and Skriniar as their 2 standouts. And I think Kosovo have a sleeper team. They have a lot of young guys. Aslani, the striker that plays in Hoffenheim, and a couple other guys.
Vojvoda,
Rahmani.
Rahmani.
Vojvoda, who plays for Como, very good player. Ramrani plays for Napoli. Very good, solid
Aslani striker on Hoffenheim, who's having a generational season.
Bro, I just said that.
Did you say that?
Yeah, that was the
My
first
bad.
thing I said.
My bad.
But yeah,
Muriqi.
Muriqui too plays for Mallorca. Regardless, nonetheless, guys, I think you got to go with where the value is here because it's so evenly matched. And I'm also taking Kosovo double chance at 1.78 odds. Guys, that's like no-brainer value. I don't care who qualifies as long as it ends in a draw or a Kosovo dub.
Okay, we're moving on. Game 7, we have Ukraine versus Sweden. I'm personally not going to take anything. I think these are 2 pretty evenly matched teams. Right now, if we're going to go based off of qualifiers, both of them not in the best form, but Sweden really not in good form. And I don't know. Like at the end of the day, coming into a game like this, they were not in form, fair, but they still have the talent on the pitch. So that's why I think it's just too up and down. So many things could happen. Therefore, I'm staying away from this game.
Yeah, I think Ukraine have the healthier squad here, whereas Sweden had a horrible campaign. I think they actually qualified just via Nations League.
It was Nations League, yeah.
It was Nations League because I think they finished last in their group.
They were
to be
dead
honest.
last, yeah.
Yeah, they got destroyed by Switzerland, destroyed by other teams. Absolutely horrid campaign. Alexander Isaac's been injured all season. Gyökeres pops up once in a blue moon for Arsenal. And I don't know who else they really have. I know Bergvall's injured. I don't know who else they actually have. Maybe Rooney Bargi, who barely plays for Barca. But nonetheless, guys, I think Ukraine have the edge here. I don't think they'll be playing at home because of political situation, probably in Poland. But regardless, I like double chance Ukraine here at 1.55 odds. That is great value for a home team looking to secure their place into the next round of qualifying.
Okay, we're moving on to the next game. We have Wales versus Bosnia. The winner of this game will face Italy because Italy is going to go through against Northern Ireland. And I see that being Wales. I'm taking Wales to qualify at 1.44. I think the value is there. They're at home. I think they probably get it done in 90 minutes. But again, we're looking to be safe here. The reason I'm doing that, I think that just the players that they have that are in form are the reason I'm doing that. Harry Wilson.
Fulham legend, scoring some bangers this year, having a great season for Fulham. And if I look at their last game in the qualifying, it was 7-1 against North Macedonia. Harry Wilson with a hat trick and an assist. So he's in form. And then, Brendan Johnson, a couple other guys, a lot of pretty much they are similar to Ireland where they are a Premier League championship type of team. And I just see those guys in a much stronger position. And they're just fighters. Bosnia, I think a couple years ago was a sleeper squad. They had some guys, but they're aging. Like they still have Edin Dzeko up front. Guys like 900 years old. Not much more to say there. Give me Wales to qualify at 1.44. Yeah, I'm going to take the home team here. Their crowd's going to be bumping. I'm not sure which stadium they're going to be playing in, but regardless, it's going to be an electric crowd for Wales. Wales historically have never been a great team, but since like Euro 2016, since Bale emerged, they've been a lot better competitive national team. I don't know what happened when Giggs was around, but regardless, I like Wales to qualify here as well at 1.44 odds. They have the depth, they have the power, they're at home, they should get the job done and play Italy in the final qualifier game.
Okay, we're moving on. We actually are going to the CONMEBOL qualifying, okay? Where we have Bolivia versus Surinam. It's not the CONMEBOL. Bolivia is in the CONMEBOL and Surinam is in CONCACAF.
This is the intercontinental qualifying.
Yes, exactly. So these are the night games. So if you're in Europe, these games are going to be like, you should be sleeping while these games are on. Nonetheless, guys, I'm going to go with Bolivia to qualify here. They're at home. They're actually not playing at home. Cesar told me they're playing in
Mexico.
Which is kind of brutal. I guess if you're home, you want to be in that because especially Bolivia, La Paz, right? They're like super high up. The air is super thin. So they always have a heavy altitude. Like they have a heavy advantage there. They actually beat Brazil there 1-0 in the qualifying campaign. Surinam, CONCACAF team. I don't think they've ever made it to the World Cup.
No.
And I don't see that happening here. So give me Bolivia to qualify at 1.67. I also like them on the money line at like 2.52, I believe. Let me confirm. 2.32 on the money line. I'm going to go safe. I'm going to take them to qualify at 1.67. But if you want to be a little riskier, throw it in a little dreamer or just take it straight because those odds are amazing. Take them to win in 90 minutes at 2.32.
Yeah, on that note, I'm going to be taking them even a little bit safer at double chance 1x. Bolivia double chance at 1.39. They're playing in Mexico at the Estadio BBVA in Guadalupe. Not much altitude there, but I believe the Latino, Hispanic community there's probably some Bolivians there. Probably easier commute for their fans to go travel and create a nice home field advantage. Although I believe Surinam might even be closer than Bolivia is. But Surinam is such a very small micro island nation. Heavy Dutch influence in their squad, but their squad consists of like Dutch second division, a couple first division players, nobody crazy. Can't name anybody off the top of my head. Can't really do that for Bolivia either. But nonetheless, I think Bolivia have the better quality squad. And at home, they should get the job done. At least draw. Bolivia double chance at 1.39. Take it or leave it.
You want to talk about micros, Bello?
But I'll show you a couple of micros.
All right. Anyways, we're moving on. Now these games are moving on to the friendlies because obviously the second leg of the Euro qualifiers, we don't know who's playing them yet. So we can't really talk about them. But we can talk about friendlies. And there are a ton of them and a ton of valuable bets within them. We got Brazil versus France. Okay, they are playing the friendly in Boston, Foxborough, where the New England Patriots play. Pretty cool. There can be a lot of people showing out for this game. The stars, most of them should be there. I know some of them won't, but most of them should be guys who are just trying to win a spot on the team. You're not even the starting 11, maybe just to get called to the World Cup. So Brazil versus France, guys, I'm seeing goals here. Give me both teams to score at 1.57. It's going to be loose. No one's going to be trying to play the most defensive game ever. They're going to want to get some goals, put some attacking prowess, and just kind of see what happens. Guys are going to want to get their name on the score sheet. I think both teams to score at 1.57 is a ton of value. That's going to hit first half type of vibes.
Yeah, just to preface these friendlies, there's not many international games before the World Cup, so they need as much practice and as much opportunity to get together and actually solidify a squad and solidify like a game plan going into the World Cup. I believe it's this break and then maybe one more in June just before the World Cup. But nonetheless, this game is going to be hosted in Massachusetts where there's a huge Brazilian sorry, I'm retarded. Bleep that. There's a huge Brazilian diaspora over there. I think it's the second largest community of Brazilian immigrants in the States, Portuguese as well. So I think Brazil are going to turn up a little bit. Will they win? I don't think so. That's why I also like both teams to score at 1.57. I believe Gabriel Magalhães from Arsenal won't be playing this game. He pulled out. You're going to have players that are playing for teams that are in very competitive positions in the Champions League and in their league, fighting for first or second. So those players might be hesitant to actually go all out, whereas the players, like Anthony mentioned, that are looking to solidify their call up to the World Cup are going to be going all out, balls deep. So both teams to score, I love at 1.57.
Okay, we're moving on to game 11 where we have England versus Uruguay. Again, another friendly. I'm staying away from this. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm give this a C's.
Yeah, Anthony thinks this is a trap game. After he said that to me, I kind of considered that a bit, but I got to go with the facts here. England are playing at home in Wembley Stadium, their national stadium. No club plays there, just them. And I like the value here. England money line at 1.5, I think is solid. They also have a team full of star-studded players that are looking to solidify their spot in the squad. Uruguay, it's kind of guaranteed who's going to be called up, and they're not going to want to go nuts and get injured before the World Cup or even in their league. So give me England money line at 1.5. That's great odds for me. It's a friendly. They should win like 1-0, 2-0. Nothing crazy.
Okay, moving on to the next game. We have Netherlands versus Norway. Again, another friendly. Guys, very simple here. Netherlands, attacking team. Norway, very attacking team. I'm going both teams to score at 1.67. I see goals galore here. We can say the same thing over and over again. I don't see these matches being very defensive. I think these are just going to be very open, free-flowing. Teams are going to just want to try to test out some tactics. Majority, I think, are going to be attacking, especially with two very attacking teams. So with two teams testing attacking tactics leading into the World Cup, give me both teams to score at 1.67.
Yeah, these are two teams that are both very top-heavy, especially Norway with Haaland, Sorloth, Nusa, Odegaard, even the Bodo guys that sadly lost to Sporting, the Champions League. But nonetheless, I think this is also a both teams to score at 1.67 odds. Very, very good show here. Like we said, it's going to be an open game. No one's going to go nuts, but they're going to want to put on a show. The game is in the Netherlands, so slight edge Netherlands, but I don't care who wins. I just want to see a 1-1 by halftime.
All right, moving on to the next game. We have Switzerland versus Germany. I'm not personally taking anything here, but I do think that it's similar to the previous game we just spoke about. But C's, take it away.
Yeah, I like both teams to score here at 1.57. Switzerland had an impressive qualifying campaign for the World Cup, going undefeated, only drawing twice and winning convincingly by 2 goals or more in the games that they won. Germany had a less convincing campaign, but still managed to finish first in their group. Switzerland have a record of 1-3-0 versus Germany in every game in those 4 games, finished in a both teams to score result. So both teams to score is my pick for this match.
All right, moving on to the next one. We have Spain versus Serbia. Guys, the only notes we have for this game is Spain money line, are you dumb? And that's all we're going to say. Give me Spain money line at 1.31.
That's it. What else are you going to take in this game?
Okay, done. All right, well, beautiful. That one was easy. Guys, come on. Don't think too hard about that one. Bro, they could play their fourth reserve squad and beat Serbia. They're at home. Don't think hard about it. All right, moving on to the next one. Colombia versus Croatia. Guys, I think there's tons of goals here, but I think both teams to score was very valuable. However, I have it in my Dreamer, and the Dreamer pick is over 1.5 total goals in the game at 1.38. Colombia will score 2 on their own. Croatia has a bunch of players in form. Over 1.5 total goals here, to me, seems extremely safe. And you're almost at that 1.4 mark, which whenever I see that, it's a lock. So the fact that we're only 0.02 away from that, I'll take that for a Dreamer all day long.
Yeah, I couldn't get much of a read on this game, but I like Anthony's logic for the over 1.5. So take that if you guys want.
All right, moving on to the next game. We have USA versus Belgium. USA at home in this game. Again, another friendly. Yeah, guys, again, I think Belgium wins this game, but I'll take Belgium on the double chance at 1.42. Anytime you can get a European juggernaut against a CONCACAF team, double chance at over 1.4 odds, the value alone, like you're stupid not to take that. So give me that all day.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting because I don't know if guys like Pulisic and their others like Weston McKennie and other bigger name USA players are going to play because they are kind of injury prone and they do not want to risk being injured going into the World Cup. And they actually have some decent things to play for in their respective leagues. So I think Belgium double chance at 1.42 is great odds, but I will be personally waiting for the lineups to come out to kind of make a better same game parlay out of this game because I see potential of goals going both ways. But I think double chance Belgium is safe and should hit.
All right, guys. And the last game on the slate, game number 17, is Mexico versus Portugal. Okay? I think Portugal wins this again. I think Portugal, and you tell me, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Portugal has a lot of guys who are solidified, but I think there's a few players that are still going to be looking to fight for a position, like a starting lineup position. So I do see Martinez playing around with this, but again, even playing around with the lineup, but even then, I still think they get the W. However, I got a dreamer that I'm working on with this game, so I'm going Portugal double chance at 1.3. See?
Yeah, Portugal double chance at 1.3 is
Against Mexico?
I was about to yak.
Oh, don't throw up, bro.
Is very good value, especially against a very bad, like maybe one of the worst Mexico sides I've seen in my lifetime, to be honest.
Yeah, they're horrible.
They've been
right
really, really bad, even domestically in the CONCACAF competitions.
Like they're third out of the big three in CONCACAF. Like they're third.
Yeah.
Canada
as of right
and
now,
US,
yeah.
and then those two can go back and forth, and then Mexico's just.
Yeah, Mexico lost their starting goalkeeper to an ACL injury, and they lost someone else to an injury. They're still very experimental. They're looking for their starting 11 for their squad, so they're going to be trying out some new things. Portugal will be without Ronaldo. He's injured. Leao is also injured. He won't be there. So I think Portugal's most questionable position outside of Ronaldo, obviously, because he's probably going to be at the World Cup, is the striker position. They just called up Paulinho, who plays for Mexican side Toluca, the best Mexican team in the league right now. So if he gets to start, he's going to be trying his best to show out against the country that he plays in and actually try and get a spot in what is potentially his last chance of ever playing for the national team because he's already like 32, 33. Aging, yeah. So nonetheless, regardless of all that shit, Portugal money line at 2x. That's great value. Usually without Ronaldo, they tend to ball out and go nuts. So and all these guys are in form. Like literally every Portuguese player is in form. Bruno's in form. Vitinha, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, Ruben Diaz not really, but regardless, everyone's in form. It's a great team. I'm excited to watch this game. It's at 9 p.m., so I get to just relax and watch this before bed. Portugal money line at 2x all day, baby.
And just like that, guys, that wraps up the slate.
Wrap it up, boys.
All right, guys, before we get into it, you know what we have to do. We have to show love to the family at Mint Inc. for always blessing the boys. Guys, when I tell you they are literally the best in the hobby game, you know we love soccer cards. You always see us putting them out there, showing love to them, buying boxes, doing all that. We only go to Mint Inc., okay? But they have everything, not just soccer boxes. They have all sports. They have all TCG, like we're talking Pokemon. They got collectibles. You guys see the Funkos. You guys see all the stuff we mess around with. They are the spot that we always grab them from.
Yeah, guys, if you're in Ontario, you got to head over to Mint Inc. in Vaughan and in Ajax. They're 2 brick and mortar locations. Amazing stores, amazing slab walls. They even have stuff like puzzles and everything that you can think of when it comes to collectibles. But if you're shopping online, guys, don't forget to use code MBH5 for a beautiful little discount for the boys. Shout out Johnny. He is the GOAT. We love you, Mint Inc. And we're going to keep ripping soccer cards because we're trying to build a collection up for the World Cup.
Let's get back to it. Let's go. All right, gentlemen, it's the time you've all been waiting for, okay? It is parlay time. It is dreamer time. It is baby dreamer time. It is Uncle C Speciale time. Before I give you the plays, if you made it this far, and I know you did because the part you guys all wait for, please hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. 60% of you guys are watching, making money with us every single week and not pressing subscribe. Really, bro? It's free. Hit the button right now. I'll give you a second to do it. Bang. All right. Let's get into it. Boys, let me tell you a story. I got a crazy knock on my door the other day. You know who it was? Gianni Infantino. He said, Bello, I got the plays for you, okay? I know you guys got the best famige in the whole world following MBH Bets. You guys are the best. I want to give you guys the exact plays you need for the Dreamer this week so that you can go into the World Cup and maybe afford World Cup tickets. Because, bro, those things are pure expensive, bro, okay? With that being said, I have a 15-leg parlay that is 823x your money. First up, we have Turkey to beat Romania and Arda Güler, 1 shot on target. We're moving to Denmark, where we have Denmark on the money line against North Macedonia. Give me Wales to qualify against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Give me over 1.5 total goals in Ukraine versus Sweden. Give me Poland to qualify against Albania. Give me Ireland to qualify against Czechia and Troy Parrott to get at least one shot on target. I'm going with Kosovo double chance winner draw against Slovakia. Give me Italy money line against Northern Ireland. Come on, Italia. Give me both teams to score in France versus Brazil. That's a friendly. Give me Bolivia to qualify against Surinam. Give me over 1.5 total goals in Colombia versus Croatia. Give me both teams to score in Netherlands versus Norway, another friendly. Give me Spain money line against Serbia, another friendly. Give me double chance Belgium against USA. That's winner draw Belgium. And guys, the last leg, the 15th leg, give me Portugal win or draw against Mexico. Guys, I'm putting $200 to return $164,697.84. You're welcome. The bank just called. Gianni Infantino just called. Your nonna just called. Your mama Zuch just called and said, bro, you hit a dreamer? Yeah, of course you did, because you followed MBH Bets. Congratulations. I'll see you at the money counter. Let's go. Now, guys, listen, I know it gets tough, right? When you hear there's a baby coming, you guys get scared. But guys, this isn't a real baby. This is the baby dreamer, okay? Guys, I have a 9-leg parlay that is 43.09x your money. To start off, I have Wales to qualify against Bosnia Herzegovina. I have Kosovo winner draw. That's double chance against Slovakia. Give me Troy Parrott to get one shot on target for Ireland against Czechia. Give me Italy money line against Northern Ireland. Give me both teams to score in Brazil versus France. Give me Bolivia to qualify against Surinam. Give me both teams to score in Netherlands versus Norway. Give me Belgium winner draw double chance against USA. And guys, the 9th leg, the last leg of the skinny baby dreamer, give me Portugal double chance against Mexico. I am putting $300 to return $12,928. And of course, guys, if you want more dreamers like this, we post them daily on Audible. Hit the link in our bio, download Audible. They're there, they're coming steady. This is for the child you have right now. This is for the child you're having next week. Or this might be for the baby that you're going to have next year. I don't know, but it doesn't matter because I'll see you at the money counter, baby. Let's go.
All right, boys, I got an international break parlay that is 13 legs, 432.8x your money, and it starts off with Turkey money line against Romania, Denmark money line and over 1.5 goals against North Macedonia, Italy money line and under 3.5 goals against Northern Ireland, double chance Ireland versus Czechia. I got Wales to qualify versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. I got double chance Ukraine versus Sweden. I got double chance Kosovo versus Slovakia. I got Poland to qualify versus Albania. Sorry to all my Albanians out there. I got both teams to score in the Brazil and France game. Bolivia to qualify versus Surinam. Over 1.5 goals in Switzerland versus Germany. Both teams to score in Netherlands versus Norway. And Portugal money line to end it off against Mexico. I'm putting $50 to return $21,640.09. I have a 9-leg Audible sponsored parlay for you guys from this international break. It is 13.3x your money, and it starts off with Turkey money line against Romania, Denmark money line versus North Macedonia, Italy money line versus Northern Ireland, Troy Parrott to get 2 shots for Ireland against Czechia. I got double chance France versus Brazil, double chance Bolivia versus Surinam, over 1.5 goals in the Netherlands and Norway game, over 1.5 goals in the Switzerland and Germany game, and then last but not least, my Seleção Nacional de Portugal, double chance versus Mexico at 1.3 odds. I'm putting $100 to return $1,330.39. Guys, if you want more plays like this, hit the link in our bio, download Audible. We drop plays like this weekly, daily, monthly, yearly.
All right, guys, and just like that, that wraps up the international break edition of the last leg. If you made it this far, and I know you did because you guys all want to listen to the parlays, please hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed. It means the world to us. It's completely free. You can do it right now. Ding. And of course, we'll see you at the money counter. We'll see you with some extra dollars in your pocket. And we'll see you next week.
Good job, boys.
Let's go.
Tiki-talkie. I don't even know how to dance.
Sister, are you mad, fam?